All right, welcome everyone to Planetary Workshop. We're very excited to have you here today to learn about how yoga is good for our health and how we can use postures to increase our immunity. So to start off this morning, we are going to be using Menti, and our workshop schedule for today is we're going to spend about 5 minutes welcoming you. Then we're going to have a short chanting and guided meditation with Dada Rainjitananda. And then we'll be followed by a presentation by Dada Rainjitananda, some Q&A, closing, and announcements. So that'll be our schedule for today. And like I just said, we're going to be using Mentimeter, which is mentimeter.com or menti.com. The link will be in the chat window. Click on it, and then you can participate. And there's going to be a lot to participate today because Dada Rainjitananda has created a great presentation using Menti. Come back to the Zoom to see the replies of everyone. The beautiful part about it, it's completely anonymous, so nobody knows what your answers are. And also, if you can, we'd love to see your beautiful faces, so turn on your cameras and always keep your Zoom updated to the latest version. And I believe Ashita is going to share that in the chat too, how to update. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And then if Dada can shift the next screen. So PLT is an inclusive community. We want to welcome everyone. We're open to everyone. It's public, it's free. We have these free workshops every Sunday. We love that you join us. We have free planetary meditation every Saturday. And everybody is coming from different parts of the world. And everybody is at different parts in their life on a different level of, as we sometimes call, different levels of meditators, or they're here with different backgrounds. So we want to respect that and make sure that everybody feels welcome and inclusive. So we'll start this morning with this quote. It is our duty to accelerate the speed of human progress. Your endless efforts to broaden and smoothen the path of human movement will render our present existence and your future history inestimable. Shri Shri Anandamurti. So welcome everyone. We're very excited to see you today. And the next thing is going to be just a quick thing about our global community. A lot of you guys are members of our global community. We're very excited about this. It is completely online and it's open to everyone, and we hope to keep growing it. And there's a lot to see on it, lots to do, lots to participate, and lots of content. So please come join us there. And when you do join us, take some time to explore. Come see what we're all talking about in the community, and we'll have definitely follow-up questions after the workshop. So after you get done with the workshop today, we'd love for you to come over to the community and say hi, introduce yourself, and answer maybe a question or a poll. So, and we also put all our announcements in there so you can keep up to date what is happening in the community. All right, so now it's your opportunity to let us know where you are in the world. So if you can pin your place on the map by going to menti.com and let us know where in the world you are. We'd love to know. So we've got the United States, looks like more like the East Coast. We've got Brazil. You just got to move the little dot and pin exactly where, or as close as you can to where you are in the world. Give you a few minutes to, looks like we got another person in the United States. So it's an interactive map. Everybody powered up on their Menti, get prepared for the presentation today. Like I said, it's going to be very interactive today with Menti. I know we have people from Vietnam. We have a person from Mexico. There we go.
Việt Nam đây ạ.
Thank you. Thank you. There we go. We have more places. Great. Great. It's wonderful. Our dream is that one day this whole map is just covered with blue dots. That's fantastic. Well, welcome everyone. Really excited to have you here today. All right. And I think after this, we are going to start with our chanting meditation and our guided meditation, just a short chanting meditation. We use Baba Nam Kevalam as our mantra. And I did forget to say, if you do need translation, we do have interpreters for Vietnamese, Sabod, and for Spanish, we have Devesh. So we really appreciate them being here today. And so if you have any complications and you need help, please let us know. And enjoy the mantra meditation and the guided meditation, and enjoy the presentation. Thank you.
I'm going to sing this mantra, Baba Nam Kevalam. Many of you are familiar with this, but perhaps not all of you. And it means only the feeling of limitless love. So you can just sit straight and close your eyes, and my friend here is going to accompany me. I think you've all probably got your microphones off by default, which is good because I love singing with people, but over the internet it doesn't work. So you're welcome to sing, but keep your mics off, please. And yeah, just sit straight and close your eyes, and we're just going to have a very short chanting and then silent meditation. Keep your eyes closed. Sit straight and breathe through your nose if you can comfortably. And let the mantra Baba Nam Kevalam continue in your mind with the music. And just focus on the idea behind that, this feeling of limitless love. And connect to the source of love within you. And we'll meditate on that silently for just a couple of minutes. Just take a deep breath. And breathe out and relax, and you can open your eyes.
Welcome. I'm very happy to be here with all of you from different corners of this planet. And we at Planetary Leadership Training, we are a group of people who want to create a better world for everyone, including rocks. And it's based on new humanism, every being. Today, we'll be talking about yoga for health, because we believe that leaders or people who are going to make a better world, they need to be healthy. And one point we'll address is increasing your immunity with yoga postures. I'm using, as Krishna Prema explained, the Mentimeter, which is an interactive tool. It means you can communicate during the presentation. And we are going to put the link again there in the chat window. And when I tell you that, oh, now there is a question that you can answer, you click on the link, then you can answer the question, then you come back to see everybody's answers. So let's get started. We proposed to answer 3 questions today. The first question was, how does yoga boost immunity? So how we can improve our immune system through yoga. Number 2, how yoga exercises can improve your mental and emotional well-being. So not only physical, mental and emotional. And the next one, how to apply it in your daily life. Because knowledge only has value when we can apply it. Okay, there goes. The first question is, how often do you practice yoga postures? So you can answer. Okay, the answers are daily, means every day. That's the first one. The second one, few times a week. The third one, few times a month. Number 4, few times a year. And the last one, I have never practiced. So I want to know where we are as a group. And yes, remember that it's anonymous. So all the answers that you give will not weigh on your head. You know, you can reply and will not know who is who. So you can be sincere. There is nothing to lose. Okay, somebody answered in the chat, number 2. All right, so it's as per your answers, everybody knows it. Everybody is, how to say, okay, let's see. We are about 47 people here, including the organizers and me, so we don't vote. So let's take a few out. Let's say that we have 40 people and I have 16 answers. So let's see if we can, more people can answer. So I will repeat the choices. So the question is, how often do you practice yoga postures? Then number 1, daily. Number 2, few times a week. Number 3, few times a month. Number 4, few times a year. Number 5, I never practiced. So we are growing now. You can also answer in the chat if you if you have difficulties with the Mentimeter. So I have here a few answers in the chat. Yes, a few people have answered in the chat. Great. Okay, so that gives me a good idea. And what I learned from this is that most of you know about the yoga posture, so you know about it. Some of you are doing every day. Some are doing sometimes. So let's move ahead with the presentation. I will make an effort to give an answer. How does yoga boost immunity? But remember that in the workshop, we have limitations of time. So I'm going to give like the most important thing in my mind. First, let's look at the immune system. We all know that this body is a very special, we can call machine or instrument. It is very capable, very special. And the immune system protects us against infections, against inflammations. So it is our protection to keep us healthy. So I'm going to ask you questions. So it is good if you can join the Mentimeter so you can see the questions and answer, because that's a key so that we have a good presentation. And the question here is, there are many options below. So which of these are important parts of the immune system? And you can select more than one. I'm going to read one by one. So if you are in the translation room, maybe you make a note. So the first one is white blood cells and antibodies. The second one is heart. The third one, lymphatic system. The fourth one is liver. The number 5 is spleen. Number 6, brain. Number 7, thymus. Number 8, bone marrow. We have 10 replies so far. So I will wait a little bit while you think what to reply. And a very important part of PLT is to encourage everyone to think, to put your mind into the problem, analyze it, understand it. All right, I think we have good answers here. So let me see if I can give you the reply, the correct, okay. So the ones that became lighter, like heart, liver, and brain, are not correct. They are not important parts of the system. So the heart, liver, and brain. The others are part of the system. So white blood cells and antibodies, yes. Heart, no. Lymphatic system, yes. Liver, no. Spleen, yes. Brain, no. Thymus, yes. Bone marrow, yes. Okay. Here is an illustration of the main parts of the immune system. One thing that you notice is this network of vessels, the green vessels that if you see, it goes all over the body. It's connecting, for example, if we have the thymus gland here, and we have the spleen down here, the connection is done through this network, which is called the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system is connecting everything. So this is an important part. And we have here on the chest, thymus, here on the side, the spleen on our left side. Well, bone marrow in all the bones of the body, and the lymphatic system has some nodes, which are called the lymph nodes. They are, let's say, like concentrated in some areas. So that's an illustration of the immune system. So keep it in your mind, this illustration, the picture, the location of the various organs, and this idea that you have this network that is covering the whole body. And we'll move to yoga postures. They are also called asana. And this is a Sanskrit word. The meaning of this word is a position in which one feels comfortable. That means that when you are doing it, when you hold the position, it gives you some comfort. So you may think, but Dada, they are so difficult. What I can tell you is that everybody has a different physical structure. But this physical structure that we have can change according to the movements, according to how we use it in everyday life. So if today one asana is difficult, maybe tomorrow it will not be so difficult. And the idea of doing that posture, to put your body in that posture, is that by holding the position for a certain time, there will be an effect on the body. So you keep the position for a certain number of seconds or minutes, and that will create some effect in your body. I am going to show you one asana now, and I will explain a little bit about it, so observe it. This asana is called the cobra, or the Bhujangasana in Sanskrit, or let's say snake. So let's observe it. You lie down, you put the hands on the side and you put the feet straight. And as you breathe in, you raise the body. Now hold the breath for 8 seconds. Then you breathe out, pause, relax a little bit, then breathe in again. You are repeating it. And you are using the muscles of your back to go up. You are stretching the front of the body. The eyes are looking up, and you are stretching your neck. It is creating some exercise in different parts of the body. And you do 8 repetitions. So you are repeating it. You are doing and repeating it. This asana is not a very difficult asana, but it's a very good asana. Anybody can do. If you cannot go up so much, you just go up a little bit. It is according to your body, according to your structure. Okay, so I gave you enough time and we had enough repetitions that you can see the movement, how the movement is. And you know that when you are going up, you are holding the breath. So your lungs are full. There is a pause, and then you breathe out. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out, holding the movement. Now we go to a question to you. I showed you a picture of the immune system. I showed you a video of one asana. So after observing these two, the asana and the immune system drawing, how do you think this asana can affect or have some effect on in the immune system? That's a question I have for you. What is your answer? How do you think that this movement can affect the immune system? So I want you to think a little bit. And then you can write your answer in the Mentimeter. Whatever you have observed, looking at how the immune system is distributed in the body and seeing the asana. Okay, somebody says that this asana has an effect on the spleen. Okay, somebody saying that it has a constriction on the lymphatic system. It affects the lymphatic system. Does it lengthen the thymus gland? You see, the thymus gland is in the middle of the chest, and we are doing like this. So it's giving space for the thymus gland. Breathing. Hold breath, good for throat. It could be putting pressure on the glands. It's like putting some pressure on the glands on the abdomen. And maybe it's releasing pressure on the glands in the chest, putting pressure in the back of the neck and releasing in the front. Stimulating the thyroid, okay. Thymus and neck lymph nodes, yes. Again, spleen, yes. So let's say that your answers are good. We can move ahead. You had good observation that the whole lymphatic system distributed throughout the body. When we are doing that asana, the upper part especially is being very much exercised. We are stretching the body and then again to the normal position and again stretching, you know. Most of the time we sit down, so we are a little bit like that. And when we do this asana, we are stretching. So movement is creating movement. Helping the lymph to move. Helping the lymphatic vessels to work. Pushing the lymph through the nodes, through the organs, tissues. So I show you another picture. It's a very nice stream in the forest. And looking at this picture, what do you observe? What's your observation when you look at this picture? Let's see, what comes to your mind? Somebody said a flow, natural flow of water, water flowing, running water. Okay, so when there is running water, flowing, that water, okay, trees, leaves, water flowing, sunlight, pure, clean water. Okay, so now I will show you another picture. Okay, so in Vietnamese, must be clean water or something like that. Now, the next picture is this one. So what do you observe on this one? It's a little bit different from the previous one. You can, okay, pollution, stagnant water, pollution, dirt and stagnant water, trash industry, stagnant water, polluted, unhealthy, stagnant, dirty water. Yes, okay. So we can move ahead. So here, the water is not moving. In the other one, the water was moving. A mess. Okay. So now I will show you another asana. And this is called the Pada Hasta Asana. So observe this asana. Just see how it flows. You see, you're breathing in, stretching the body, going to one side, breathing out. Hold, pause. Then breathe in again. And now going to the other side, breathing out, pause. Holding. Then again, breathe in, stretching, going down, breathing out, pausing. Then again, breathing in, going to the back now, and holding. A pause there, now going forward, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And then repetition. We are going to do it again in the same way. Now see, Imagine that the lymph inside the body and all the organs and the spine. Imagine what is happening when you are doing these movements and you are breathing and all your organs, now that everything is going upside down, and then is going to the back, stretching the front part of the body. The other one was stretching the back of the body. See how this movement is working on your body. Okay, and again, repetition. We did one, let's do it again. And this will be 8 times you'll be repeating this. And suppose you are not very flexible. You don't have to go all the way down. You don't have to go all the way to the back. Just move a little bit according to your capacity. And even if you cannot, you don't have good balance, you can hold on a chair. You can have a chair and you're holding on the chair and you do to one side, then you do to the other side. But you are moving. So let's go to the next slide. There are many asanas, different ones, but you don't have to do that many. You can do 3, 4, 5, and that would be enough. So now you have observed the asana, you have observed how the immune system is distributed in our body. You have observed flowing water, how nice it is, how clean, fresh. You have observed the stagnant water, how it builds up, becomes dirty, polluted. So I think you are ready to tell me what are the benefits of asanas for the immune system. So from your understanding, from your observation, what are the benefits? So I have here in Spanish, a balanced flow. The second, enabling unobstructed flow through the lymphatic system. They help the blood flow. They stimulate the lymphatic system and organs. Regular practice ensures proper flow of the lymphatic system. It keeps everything flowing. Yes, so that's the key. Asanas keep everything flowing. And if everything is flowing, health is also flowing. Your body will be like that fresh stream. And if not flowing, your body will be like that stagnant water. Just picture what you want to be. You want to be that fresh stream, or you want to be that stagnant water. I think we all want to be the fresh stream, and we can. But suppose now we are like the stagnant water. What to do? You start taking out the thing and encouraging that water to flow. Encourage the water to flow by simple asanas, and then you will see change. Okay. Balance, supporting the glands, creating new blood, stimulate inner flows of circulation, including excretion. Yes, you know, the body, you also put food inside and it gets digested. It has to come out to all the extras. So that's also, that whole flow is created by asanas. It cleanses and energizes the flow of the internal airs and the lymphatic system. Okay, so blues, okay. I saw that some people put answers also in the chat. Okay, great. And I don't want stagnant lymph in my body. Better practice every day, right? Good conclusion. Balance the endocrine system, reinforce flexibility and strength. And here we have a complete answer. Opens your lungs, strengthens your spine, increases your energy. It can help to improve digestion, relieve the pressure on your liver, thereby reducing the load on your immune system. So I think you are all experts now. You can give an explanation to all the people around you how asanas are beneficial. And let's move ahead with the presentation. So very short here. Oh, let's go back. It pressurizes and depressurizes the organs and glands, keeps the lymph flowing, keeps the stream running, everything works, everything is clean, we are healthy. If some pollution comes, it flows, clean again. So that's our benefit. So that was the first question answered. Now let's go to the second. So the first was how to boost your immunity. We know. Now number 2, how yoga exercises can improve your mental and emotional well-being. So now we go to mental and emotional. So I will ask you a question. You might have heard about people saying, oh, I have a hormonal imbalance. So what happens when you have a hormonal imbalance? Means some hormones are too much or too little in your body. What happens? You can, okay. It can cause diseases. Yes, it can cause diseases. And more? Mood swing. Yeah, you become moody. Pain. Yes, you can get pain. You can have sleep issues. You can't sleep. You're trying, but you cannot manage. All these are controlled by these hormones. I think we have enough information here. So, weight gain, yes. Sometimes we want to lose weight, but we are becoming more and more fat, and we are eating less, but still we are getting fat. It's the metabolism. Emotions get out of control, and unstable mind. Yes, maybe we have a lot of fear or a lot of shyness, skin issues. Yes, it's like the problems with our skin, mental imbalance, impacts to the organs, they don't function, misfunctions, physical and mental. It causes emotional imbalances, for example, thyroid, easy to anger, easily nervous, appetite. It can increase very much the appetite, or it can also reduce the appetite. So all that happens controlled by these hormones. And hormone is something physical, but the result is happening in the mind. So there is a very close relation. So the hormones can stimulate an emotion by its over or under secretion. Too much or too little hormone. We can have like too much fear or no fear or too much shyness. It depends how it works. It can increase or decrease fear, shyness, hatred, cruelty, hope, worry. So many. It also can change our nature, our conduct, and our behavior, just by some malfunction of the hormones. Now, here is the key. The lymphatic system helps to distribute the hormones, helps the flow of hormones. If it's working well, the hormones are well distributed. We have a good production because the lymph is also the raw material for the production of the hormones. So if lymph is well distributed, there is production everywhere in the right amount. So the hormones are balanced. The endocrine system becomes balanced with the help of the lymphatic system. If the lymphatic system doesn't function well, then there is hormonal imbalance. So there is a connection between the endocrine system and the lymphatic system. They are very closely connected. If we do asanas, we strengthen the lymphatic system. It will have a direct effect in the endocrine system. Hormones will be balanced. So even if you cannot concentrate in meditation, if you do more asanas regularly, that will also help. Okay. Characteristic of the lymphatic system. The circulatory system, the blood, we have the heart. Heart is pumping. The pump is sending the blood all around our body. But the lymphatic system does not have a pump. It's a system full of fluids, no pump. So how to make it move? We are in charge. With our movements, we make this lymph go around. So let's see another asana. This is also a very good asana. It's called the Yoga Mudra. Observe it. So you're holding your wrist and you're putting your hands in the back. Then you breathe in. Now you breathe out. You're going down as much as you can. If you are not very flexible, maybe you go down just a little bit. If you are very flexible, you go down all the way. It doesn't matter. It is working. Even if you move just a little bit like this, it's working. If you move all the way down, it's working. If you do it regularly, you become more flexible. So observe what is being pressed. If you compare this one with the cobra, in the cobra, you are stretching the front part of the body. With this one, you are compressing it. You are putting more pressure in all the organs and the vessels in the front part of the body. And it's the same thing. You breathe out when you go forward, and when you go backwards, you breathe in. And we are always keeping the time. Pause for 8 seconds. Sometimes you pause with the lungs full, sometimes the lungs are empty. Now suppose you have knee problems. You cannot sit on the floor. So what do? Sit on a chair and just bend the body, you know? So you find some variations so that you can start doing it. So the main thing, you have a body now, you start with your body in the best way you can. So let's keep moving here. If your lymphatic system is working well, it is maintaining a good flow of hormones. The endocrine system is working well. It has everything it needs to function. Then you can balance your hormones. And sometimes we always hear this for women. Women balance the hormones. It's the same for men. Men also need to balance his hormones. So balance the hormones, balance the mood, balance the mind, balance the emotions. So that's the benefit of asana. So that was number 2. Second question, how asanas can help you emotionally, mentally. And the third question, which is a very important one, okay, I got all that. So how to apply it in my daily life? Because that's how it works when you do it every day. Suppose somebody will tell you, or somebody will come and tell me like this, Dada, I am so busy during the week. I have to work, my family, I'm so busy. I don't have time to eat. I only eat on Sunday because Sunday I have a lot of time. So if somebody tells you like that, what do you think? You think, oh, this person is gonna be sick. This food is not gonna help once a week. The same with asanas. Somebody, Dada, I'm so busy. I cannot do asana. I only do on Sunday. Or I only do when I go on holidays. It's the same result. It's not gonna help you very much. But if you do a little bit every day, it's gonna help. So my question to you is, how often should you practice asanas? What do you think? You can choose there. There are 4 answers. How often you should practice asanas? The top one, twice a week. Then on the right, every day, daily. The other one down, twice a day. And the one on the right, the last one, once a month. So let's see what you answer. I see that most people answered daily, every day. 9 people, but 5 people said twice a day. So I'm gonna tell that ideally is twice a day. That's the ideal. In the morning and in the evenings. Let's say the morning before breakfast, and then afternoon, evening before dinner. These 2 times. That's the best. If you cannot do twice, then once a day, at least once a day. Okay, so the people who said twice, that's the ideal. Those who said daily is the minimum necessary. So I ask you then another question. What is the minimum time you need to spend doing asanas? The minimum. So the choices are 60 minutes, that's like 1 hour, 90 minutes, the one on the right, 90 minutes, then 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. So we have many people and different opinions. So let's see. Okay, I think we have a good answer, and we have also some people telling here on the chat 3 times per week, 30 minutes, at least once daily, ideally twice daily, and okay, and somebody saying at least 45 minutes. So what I would say that minimum 15 minutes. So if you practice 15 minutes, you get a lot of benefit. But if you can practice 30 minutes, it will be more benefit. So if you can do twice a day, 60 minutes is good. But remember, you are doing twice per day. So if you do 60 minutes and 60 minutes, it will be maybe quite much, but it's still okay. 90 minutes, I would say, is too much. It's okay when you go to a yoga class and they do 90 minutes because you are going twice a week or 3 times a week, so you do 90 minutes, that's okay. But imagine doing twice a day, 90 minutes. That's going over, you don't need to do so much, okay? Because asana has some good effect, but also we shouldn't do too much, you know? We should have, how to say, meditation. Usually there is not much limit if you can keep the concentration for a long time. But sometimes if you meditate, but you cannot keep the concentration, you do too long, maybe also doesn't help so much, no? But asana, I would say that if you are a very busy person, you have the family, you have the job, you have this, you have that, you can find 15 minutes and practice. So you can find it, make an effort. If you have enough time, do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. If some days you want to do more because you want to a little bit, exercise a little bit more, you can go up to 60. And if you are in a yoga class where they have warm-ups and this and that, then you can do 90, okay? So my goal here is to show that even if you have 15 minutes twice a day, it will be a lot. It will help you so much. All right, so. After asanas, it's very important to do self-massage. I'm not going to go into the details of the self-massage because that needs another workshop. But you will massage the whole body from head to feet, from the center to the periphery. It connects you with the body. It stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, keeps the lymph flowing. It's very good for the lymph, just to pass the hand on the body. The self-massage, usually you will be at home, so you don't need to have your clothes on, and it can do a very good massage on the body. So that's a very important part of the asanas. You can join Planetary Yoga. We are offering online yoga classes with some good teachers in different languages, in Vietnamese, in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So you can join Planetary Yoga at least once a week. You have a class, and the other days you can follow a recording, or you can remember what you learn in the class and practice. Some special things about our asana from Ananda Marga. It's the slow movements. We usually have this relaxation pose after the asanas, sometimes in between. We have the self-massage. We hold the breath for 8 seconds, and we do repetitions. They are very special. It's a very special system. And we get these benefits: flexibility of the body, balance our hormonal secretion, body and mind becomes balanced, and it prepares the mind for meditation. So what we saw today, this is a summary of what we saw. Question: how does yoga boost immunity? We saw that it helps the lymphatic system, keeps the lymph moving. There are many other things, but this is like the key. Second question: how yoga exercises can improve your mental and emotional well-being. It works on the endocrine system. It balances the hormones. And the other question: how to apply it in your daily life. Learn a few exercises. Learn 3 exercises. Practice every day or twice per day. So that's it, what we had for today. And now, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you can type them here or on the chat window. Relation between asanas and chakras. Okay, that was not in the scope of the presentation, but I will just mention that the chakras are very much related to the endocrine glands. So when the asanas are helping the endocrine glands, they are helping to balance the chakras from the physical side. And when you are doing meditation and other practices on the chakra, you are working from the mental side. So when you combine both, you are working from the physical and the mental, you get maximum result. Okay, when doing asanas, should we stretch before and after? Maybe I'm understanding like if you should do the warm-ups before and after. When you are doing asanas, usually you are stretching in some asanas, some parts of the body like that. You can start with some warm-ups if your body is rigid. So you start just by loosening up, and then you go into the asana, and that's good to avoid injuries. Remember, asana is not a competition. If you have pain, you go slow. You don't force. You don't have to win a medal. You just have to work on your body, okay? Then what about for children and adolescents when practicing asana? All right, so the regular system of asanas that we have is for people 16 or more. So 16, you can already prescribe the regular asanas, holding the breath and everything. People that are younger than 16, you have to give simplified movements. So then you can remove the holding breath. Just you can not do so many repetitions. You just want them to move the body, okay? So you make it more simplified, all right? Your presentation provided a great analogy that reminded me why practicing asana, especially for emotional and psychic balance. Okay, that was the goal. You observe, you think, and then you understand, then you are ready to do it. We do have recorded yoga classes, as we are telling there on the... Okay, somebody's saying, if I get sick after having COVID, should I hold my breath? You have to develop your sensibility, okay? You will feel it is helping me or it is not helping me, okay? You can hold less time, all right? So one very important thing about doing asanas is that really you are your teacher. You have some other teacher and the teacher is telling you, go all the way to the right. And the teacher is very flexible and is going all the way to the right. But you are not so flexible. You don't have to do exactly like the teacher. You go what you can. Don't force. So now, if you had some sickness and it's affecting you, you cannot hold the breath for 8 seconds, you hold for less. Suppose you cannot hold at all, you can't feel, so you're just doing it without holding. You develop this sensibility. You know how your body is working. You are trying to improve it. Okay, so I think we answered the questions here. I want to ask you a question. What was the best thing you learned today? And how are you going to apply it? I give you a few minutes for that. And I look at what you have here in the, okay. Yes, we are, if your text needs translation, you can put it also on the chat and we'll translate. How asanas help with the flow of lymphatic system, okay? Yes. In fact, asanas are not just physical exercise. They are exercise for the internal systems of our body. So sometimes, I just make a point here, sometimes besides doing asanas, you should also do something physical. Walking, if you are very athletic, maybe running or swimming or doing some sports, that complements the asana. Because sometimes asana is more for the internal organs and flexibility, but not so much for strength. All right. So I dedicate a minimum 15 minutes twice a day. I can experience many benefits and better health. Yes, if you dedicate, you will get benefits. The benefits of the asanas on the body, mind, and emotion, right? And it's better to do yoga twice a day and in short periods of time. Yeah, it's like eating. Think about eating. Imagine you eat once a day and you eat a mountain of food. You have problem to digest and this and that. Better you divide it, eat a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, right? So the same with asana. You do a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon. Okay, I'm happy that somebody wrote that this presentation convinced me to practice asanas twice a day. I will find a space in my routine, morning and night. Great. Remember that the best times is before you eat, because you have empty stomach. If you eat, you have to wait at least 2 hours or even more, depends on the person and how much you eat. So time of practicing asana, effect to immunization. Yes, now we need our immunity system to be strong. We should give time to it, all right? So let's say that our immunity is level 10, okay? And suppose we get medicine, like vaccine, and then our immunity goes to 20. But maybe if I'm a sick person, my immunity is only 2, and then I get vaccine, it goes only to 7, not even the 10, you know? So medicine can help, but we have to be already in good health, and maybe we don't need to face the problem, you know, if we prevent. So prevention is the best. There is no excuse for not doing yoga. Yoga is part of life nutrients. Yes. You will not stop eating because you are busy. You eat, so don't stop doing asana. Just find the time. Yoga is better than aerobics, and it helps in an integral manner, and I need to practice daily, yes. So I learned Ananda Marga asanas are great, simple, anyone can practice. So practicing will make the body healthy and clean, like the stream that Dada showed in the picture, yes. Can asanas be done before PS? I didn't understand the PS here. Somebody can help me with that one? Okay, in today's...
PS, I think, means Prabhat Sangeet.
Oh, I see. Can it be? Yes, I mean, of course, you can do before. Yes, no problem. And then in today's lesson, I found that the asanas balance the mind, the body, open the flow, help good health, improve immune system, improve a lot in the health. All right, good. Let me move ahead from this one, but I think we already have had a good discussion here, and that was what I wanted. And some people are saying in the chat, okay, before Panchajanya means very early morning. If that's the time you have, very early morning is also good. It's not bad because you are empty stomach and everything. So you can do it. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to share with you today. And see if we have some announcements. And I want to close with our usual waterfall. We'll do after. So let's see if we have some announcements here. This one we did already. Yes, there are his announcements. Krishna Prema.
Thank you, Dada. That was fantastic. Really informative, and I loved your picture of the waterfall. It made me, it really made it very relevant to what we're trying to do in our bodies when we do asanas. So thank you. And thank you for everyone participating. And it was great to have that interaction and all the stuff that was going on in the chat and going on the Menti. So like Dada said, announcements. Next week for our planetary workshop, we will have Dada Maheshwarananda here, and he's going to talk about what kind of world do you want, and allowing us to vision a better world, and then also kind of running through a workshop of also how to apply it. How do we get to that better world that we're trying to create? I think it's really relevant. We hope that you guys will join us next week. I think it's, and we will, of course, be sending out reminders and more information about the workshop through the week, and it'll be posted on our online platform. So, and also we started a donation campaign. Everyone here is volunteers, including our host, including our translators that are making all this possible. And we appreciate anything that you guys can do to help. That would be wonderful. You can check out the link. It's in the chat, and everything helps, and we appreciate that. So thank you. And before we do our waterfall, I do want to, like Dada said, we have the online platform. We'll have some questions up about the workshop today in the online platform. We will also have the recording of today available as soon as we can. And also the yoga classes, that's where you'll be able to find them. You'll find them in an online sessions section, and they're all labeled. So if you're looking for a recording, they're all labeled by their language. Or if you're looking for the live class, you can check out the link that Ishita sent with the calendar, or you can also just go to our events calendar and look at and see what time it's live. So thank you again, and I'm going to pass it back to Dada and let him start us for the waterfall.
Okay, so the waterfall is closing that we like. And maybe after we'll also have a short poll that you can give your opinion about the...
Dada, there's a raised hand.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if they meant to raise their hand, but...
Okay, okay. If anybody has raised the hand, you can unmute and speak. If it was by chance, then I will continue.
Okay.
So what we'll do now, we call waterfall. I will give you a question to answer in the chat, something that you will share, but you don't share immediately. You write it, and then when I tell now, then you press the button and share it, okay? So the question is simple. So how do you feel now? So after this workshop, how do you feel? Or what do you want to share with us? In 1 to 5 words. So very few words. How do you feel? Or what you want to share. So write it in the chat, but don't send. And then I think now you are ready. I also wrote mine here. So I will count. 1, 2, 3, send. Okay. So that's our waterfall. So let's see. Because I'm the one giving the signal, I'm always first, see? So I feel inspired by all of you. And then, Namaskar, Dadaji, felices, gracias por compartir tan valiosa experiencia. So thanks for sharing this valuable experience. Wonderful and informative class. Yoga is wonderful, yes. Energized and smarter to share. Good, more motivated and determined. Feel very inspired to do yoga now. Yeah, that was the goal. Empowered and energized, clarity, happy, inspired. And saludos desde la tierra en el continente americano visitada por P.R. Sarkar. Caracas. Okay, salutations from the land and the continent, American continent that was visited by Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, which was Caracas. Okay, so that Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar is my teacher. He gave all this knowledge that we are sharing. Okay, and then harmony. Practice asana like eat. Yes, all right. So that was it. And thank you everybody for sharing. I think we have a poll. I think that we want to hear a little bit feedback. Is that, yes, so there is it, a class feedback. So if you can, it's in various languages, you can find your language and give your rate. Only 4 questions. So move down, you can see the other questions, okay? And we wait a little bit. And this is our last thing for today. We have weekly the workshops, and we can always keep connected through the web. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you.